Afi Brana said, we will now NPP for we will now. All these guys belong to the NPP. Listen to them.
In 2015, the current vice president of the Republic, our poster boy, make a poster boy, wonka who, wonka se, wa papa. And then one who nim se bukuna, no wonder so called Zimbabwe wamupamo no. The current vice president, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, one nima memwe want to chase a book na say no really chire na no kra na me castor his secret bi achiremo. When him say dey no be really chire nya nyon one na natural. Hey, tie. Me say dey na Dr. Bawumia be really chire yes or ye lectures or ye this. I tell you on authority say nya Dr. Bawumia na natural da. Enipa no otworo saa eye Dr. Bawumia speech ya obe read my me Afrifa minim say nipa ne pa na me kodi nkomo me say nya Dr. Bawumia but yenko eye Joy FM 2015 Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia na wose John Dramani Mahama akọ IMF won chibida enti wo mo ke no abale famiko.
When you are hiring them and they tell you they can swim, and then you put them in the water and they cannot swim, you better criticize them. You will have to criticize them because they said they would swim, but they are drowning all of us in debt and taxes. And that is, they said they could swim, but we found out to our detriment that they can't.
When you are employing them and they say they can swim, and when you find out they cannot swim, you better criticize them because they are drowning us in debt. They are drowning us in debt. At that time, your mama Bobusia almost bear 80 billion Ghana cedi. Yes, and TBida. Yes, you will be there. Yes, your mama, you're incompetent. Kawanun Kwesilo, who said Kawanunkwa, and Kajomama, Kwakan and Kyosu was Sirim, John Mahama, Nimamo, and no Yaya Canada Pa, Kajatia for a Canada Pa, Central Market for a Canada Pa, Kotokraba for Kajoma, not Bawumia to Joy FM. I come Profuchere, say when he did, and then Yababa Bidinkomo. Yanko Niansha Dr. Bawumia our outlining economic management team NPP at the bar 1 2 3 1 2 3. But let me follow it in sequence. Na etie niye tie niye.
All my videos na me play no. We or your NPP ni mapa. All my videos we men kasa. Their own videos. The funny thing they say. Se Bawumia na nkasa nko for che se Bawumia nya muni omu atem na emum se meme ka se Bawumia nya na budi matem ana amini Bawumia chinti ana se Bawumia na o ne nkofo e ka che mu se Bawumia omu amu dia you don't insult them now so me ka che say pe nkofo yi na eji atum se Bawumia omu awu dia na budi matem se edi sa kwa we o NPP ni o chem se Bawumia nye Ochem say Bawumia is incompetent. Now so the same person as I try ho U10 you can people Bawumia. And then the same person it tells you who they are. And then the same person as I try U10 say Bawumia ne.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ka kire ye say John Dramani Mahama aban abon. John Mahama aban wonim amamuo. Your mama abino yempamuno. Na wamra no meye ni ye. Unfortunately for us, yetuaba in 2016. Emma wamu enya tumi. Na wamu nya tumi ni wiye no. Ana Dr. Bawumia wane nanado wamu ka say we have the men. We have the men. We have the men. Eti wa outline men no amaye. Yenko tie Dr. Bawumia men na wa outline ma yenko tie no.
When I look at the economic management team, it is quite clearly a fantastic team. Professor Jambafo, Dr. Akutose, Dr. Afri Akutu, Honorable Alan Chiremanting, Boachi Ejaku, Ken Oforiata, Senior Minister Yao Osafu Mafu. What a solid team. In fact, can anyone remember the NDC economic management team?
There be Yankai and this economic Yankai Wamo. Yenim this economic management team. Yenim Wamo. Now I'm a bomb now outline is was why we also now you suffer more for than the car when I see who says a bomb boy chrono. Senior Minister Yaosafo Mafo, I want no books I yanton Maximilian book I yanton not for sale. Or Coton ye, Akufo Pamono, Akufo Addo buy or far never count when I say who is Akufo Addo chrono boy. Wakofa Senior Minister Yaosafo Mafo, Wako loan, Abra Ghana for no loan you copy a ye can say saloon. And the next year who is Akufo Addo chrono no boy. Yeah, who said Akufo Addo won baby papa? Next year, who said Dr. Bawumia? Yay.
Yes. These are their own words. And these are their own words. Bawumia come for the Casano. Almost Bawumia new. Almost Bawumia on to Mwamu. Almost Bawumia on Tia Memuasi or bone. On one come for the Casano. Say Tibako, Sabra. Now say Tibako, why? Say Tibako.
I'm more full said, yeah. Akufo Addo say a year piano or expect say mobile money tax will be 6 billion Ghana cedi, equivalent to $1 billion. Meanwhile, amount a yes Sikasa Koko spend it in 1 year, ultimately overspend it Yamasika Ghana Fosika to the tune of 12 billion a year. Now, Otia and more. Hope I want your day. Hey, yay. Hope I want your day. Ultimately, say be half of this a crank away here a mobile money tax. 2017 sika Akufo Addo tena asema Ghana for lusu ye anko for wiase wo mu bottom 12 billion tienie anso John Dramani mama election year and do 1 billion kura 1 billion power FM hene na me ka say yan trombo bi anto futombo bi ani. Akufo Addo is one of the most reckless leaders in this country, the history of this country. He's one.
Thank you. Osediye, Akufo Addo is one of the most reckless presidents in the history of this country. Ono so na osa training Bawumia because Bawumia say ono na oye Akufo Addo ni mate. Na mo say the most reckless president ono nko na ni mate ensa nto aso a na no kre sebi ya dwin we eye adwuma we Bawumia ko for na kasa no. I say, Akufo Addo is the most reckless. I say, Obo Kasabia na ye compare Mahamudu so dear. Actually, say Mahamudu ni mnyasa chen omo. Then the most incompetent nonko. Na ni mate no ensa nto aso. Na driver ni mate ni wana eche ni yonko kaka. Driver ni na eche mate. Intendele se Bawumia ni mde bia obi ano osua fra Akufo Addo ho. The same problem. Nothing changes. The same problem. Afrifa Mensah, die hard NPP supporter. And Ekasano. Oh no, we declare the ho. Atoni susum e diama NPP. O si ensomuo, ewiamuo or your NPP ni on change that. Now so when they was all kind of crash them. O si Bawumia nye. O si Akufo Addo abon. O si Akufo Addo any Bawumia evil combination. Akufo Addo any Bawumia a evil combination. A book cross mine. Intende amnana eda ho no, don't be surprised because Akufo Addo any Bawumia no a evil combination. So okato ni na bomu a mine. Okato ni bomu a disaster. Tiede ba konko yempai wo mienu ba konko da ba kontranse de nyansa bi anim obuto ni na nko because obuto ni na no o me a evil combination. They can't manage Ghana. They can't. No pa Ghana show Musa. They can't. On best say crude as say mine. This is who they are. And nothing will change. This is their behavior. This is their mentality. And I was saying, play all my answer make a channel. No. I'm playing their own video. I'm playing their own words to you. I'm playing their own words to you. I'm playing their own words. TNA.
of the most reckless. Kojo Ponkroma was a corruption perception. Baby and Namdi, I'm a country of Mamcano Cranchero, Mutimin Kano Kurana, Mutukumua, Yaya Katasumu, Akufo Addo. They're off.
Osru Muntie.
Yatina say 2017 was say Ghana for 12 billion. Yagin so ba be ye 2018 what say pole equal 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion, and also what say Ghana for 3 billion. Medical catch us 2016 grand year election year. John Dramani Mama ama Ghana for to the tune of 1 billion anyara. Yes, I tell Kroma say 2019. Akufo Addo try say, "Emma Ghana for pole 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion, 5.4 billion or manager here, also up 6 billion. Who service has Kayan Kasika Benyan here 11. To whom much is given? And more quite the DNA Maya Akufo Addo says Ankabimu. Yanka Gumere. And your taxes in the embassy bet you. Yet Akufo Addo Bebanajira. Befam papa me. Befam shini petrim. Befam that's all. Befam papa me. Kwayo, befam papa me. Wo mo ba me akam de hwo mo tirim wo mo se ja. Ya di sika ma mo konkon ya so mo timi hwe so. Wo se ya pemo ade aka. Wo pemo ade aka wo se anya odai. Ah? Yatina Kwama 2020 Akufo Addo election year. Somebody can catch us 2016 election year. John Dramani Mahama wa Ghana for sika even 1 billion 1 billion irregularities according to Auditor General's report. John Dramani Mahama no the most corrupt president Ghana has ever seen. Wa Ghana for sika 1 billion kuranyera. I'm here to Kwama say Akufo Addo 2020 election year to the sub-bomb or cash no nyafu every year from 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion, 6 billion, 6 billion, 7 billion, 8 billion, 9 billion, 10 billion, 11 billion, 12 billion, 12.8 billion. Akufo Addo ne na pam for e mani free Ghana for ya kaka mi ntie bia. Me tie ubetie. Akufo Addo ubetie. Mesi ya ma uremfi.
It was a tribalism unti or can we praise Mahamudu. No as such say Mahama is the most corrupt president Ghana has ever seen. Now so at the same time when all church say and confia bonche Mahama. You see how tribalism works. Tribalism no Emma won't kind of credit that. Tribalism ebe 2 years or so. Tribalism will bring down your credibility. Until okasa wia no as such say upon when you know Mahama bonche omo. Minianom yensua nyansa. This is from the horse's own mouth. Si Bawumia bon. Akromfo mienu yentimi ema baako nka ho. Tu ni na enko. Because omu na akromfo. It akromfo mienu ena ya chi wo mo. Se e ka se baako nko na baako nka. We are not being fair. E wo se tu ni na akọ. Na ye chire nkofu nyansa se masa Ghana no e Ghana fo dia na mu nkwamo dia. We mu na they are NPP for and a ebie money kind of correct chire mo. And a janto amu na to e di Mahama atem. Na so janto atna Ghana che say Bawumia pa besa to aso de Ghana fo nyimi sa the same janto a. Yen kind of correct chire mo da. And these are the people. Listen to their own words. And I mean kasa bebre sa I'm playing their view. Listen to their own words and you me. Don't be mad at me. Don't be angry. Listen to them. They are telling you the truth. Say Bawumia bon is the truth.
Now I'm sure baby is scared before I Akufo Addo nko Tienie ana nyansa wo. Ye nsuro da sani bia wo sebio wo ba na nyem wo. Wa mante kwa na ada oba ye ma nsuro. Mensah Akufo Addo is one of the most reckless leaders in Ghana and he cannot be trusted. We cannot give our money to him.
Akufo Addo is reckless. He cannot be trusted. Ono aso na utreni Bawumia. So how can we trust Bawumia then? If Akufo Addo is reckless, that's a Ghana for intimate trust Akufo Addo. The same person and a trainee Bawumia. So how can we trust Bawumia? Because Bawumia chemo say, or no na or ye Akufo Addo mate. It is here say Akufo Addo nye. Na so bon dia. Then how can Ghanaians trust Bawumia? Logic and common sense. No logic and common sense. Akufo Addo abon. Ye intimate trust no. How can we trust Bawumia then? Mate, driver niya bon. Driver niya. Yade ka share ninsa. Within 5 years, wanya nkwanshia be 10. Within 5 years, so yade ka share ninsa. Wanya ka nkwanshia mako be 10. And a pam no aje ka na free ninsem. Yade ka na free ninsem wa ni meta onwa training no. And a yesade ka na ma no. Ye nim nyansa. Ya dwinwe eye adwuma. Ye nim nyansa. Ye je ka na yesade she ni mate nsa ye nim nyansa. Forgetting the fact to say the same driver na ye je ka na free ninsem no. Onwa na o training mate no. Nyansa be na we ewom. Tribalism nti ni jiminti.
So stekane no kwefo say dwe kasa no a omumpo ye be pass. Odi amu ye dwe too much. Sa me party we mu ye dwe papa dwe kan dwe ni afefesem ye de mo be ye leaders amodwe sem wa na nyansa nyina we hey tie.
Ena e-levy na ye ka ho asem akosi sen. Ena e-levy ye tena Ghana ka ho asem ma ebinum di atem. How far? E-levy, Lily P. How far with the e-levy? How far now? Nigeria Dibeka. How far now, Oga? How far? E-levy, Oga. How far now? Make her know something. E-levy, akosi saying, how far with the e-levy? Kofi Tauntiye. Eche mo say e-levy no was coming to solve all your problem. Omo ye who cake okumasi e-levy cake. Edi this year he. And the e-levy number how many years and how far with the e-levy? E-levy, how far? You tumu for muntie. And the mune. Yes, auntie, another one. We so ye NPP ni yanko.
This is the last state of the nation, our papa. And as our last state of the nation, so that you are opposition. And they're handing over state of the nation. Omuntimi win it 2024 elections. They cannot. Omokosruba from they cannot. John Mahama no what apunyaso and ye beating over 1 million difference. Eti Bawumia ye be beatinu. Me say Bawumia benya 39%. Ye be bubu abana we na Bawumia 39%. No the opposition. Ye be twin wo kroma we say yes. Money as it right report to Hujina, you be investigate. This is the last state of the nation, our papa. And as our last state of the nation, so that you are opposition. And they're handing over state of the nation. Omuntimi win it 2024 elections. They cannot. Omokosruba from they cannot.
Mosati Omwe. From the same NPP for now, Munti.
Miaso obo betwa yi lebi mu. Eyatro obwa, odada, just a frakadam. Obwa?
Oh, what can you be as
me say obwa eye frakadam what the bedada Ghana for na Ghana for to Obama no na omuto Obama na you agaze omfa mo asem free Hong Kong no a enya no kre. Number 1 me challenge you almost say they should come out mo the e-levy and taxes be ne kokosi awowa e wo IMF and mo the sign agreement for 3 years 2024 2025 2026 31st December. Et you better know what I say. Ye 2025 ultra e-levy mu. Eyetro taxes no emissions cancer tax in the kind of obwa kokofa IMF agreement or money abansaye sadi nyina ewum akoye collateral ewo emu. They can never touch it. Etina me say, Bawumia so a man of his own. One kasa tax in once ya kotoaba. Omuntimi nya da. Wow. Na yensa she IMF anum. Wo ye da kwakwa ye free wo. Ontimi me say call them. Me say I dare them to come and prove me wrong. Me say Bawumia won't me try 11 mu ne, won't me try mu china. So bet make mu 2027 near yahu wa kwato abafoforo. Bawumia so obo betwa 11 mu. Eya tro obwa or dada just say eye frakadam. Obwa?
Oh, what can you be as
me say obwa eye frakadam. What the bedada Ghana for na Ghana for to Abama no. Na omuto Abama na yo agaze omumfa mo asem free Hong Kong no a. Enya no kre. Number 1. Me challenge you almost said they should come out. Mudi e-levy. And a taxes be ne kokosi awa. Ewo IMF. And a mudi sign agreement for 3 years. 2024, 2025, 2026. 31st December. Et you better know what I say. Ye 2025 ultra e-levy mo. Tro. Taxes no emissions cancer tax in the kind of obwa kokofa IMF agreement or money abansaye sadi nyina ewum ikoye collateral ewo emu they can never touch it etina me say Bawumia so ye man of his own won kasa tax no mansi akoto aba omontimi nya da
wow
na yensa she IMF anum wo ye da kwakwa ye free wo ontimi. Me say, call them. Me say, I dare them to come and prove me wrong. Me say, Bawumia won't me try 11 mu ne, won't me try mu china. So bet make you 2027 near yahu wa kwato abafoforo.
Oh, NPP ni o. Ye ka omo a ye campaign ma Bawumia we ka ho. Ye ka omo a eso yigina ye defending Akufo Addo we ka ho. Enese mati. Oh, NPP ni mapa. Ye ka omo a eso yigina ye. E kasa ma Bawumia we ka ho. Enese mati. O se Bawumia ntimi. O se 11 po ntimi ntwam. Cause somebody akwa guarantee. E dey agi loan every IMF. It is a Bawumia ba 11 now na mo a oba obetwam ontimi coming from the same party. And until I make check Ghana for say when the first time we Ghana for mania presidential we are on one party for a chair we say ontimi nyej matem ntuntia no e bi si Ghana da ni sabato we na ebe kire ejimifo a e wo Ghana afi we abato no e na ebe kire ejimifo a e wo Ghana because for the first time e bi si da bisa 24 e bi si Ghana da someone your presidential hopeful la on one party for a chair we say ontimi nyej ma no montuntia no for the first time in Ghana's history e bi si da na chenchina tribalism unti Musa kwadutia mahama na mo ye mo ho